haven't been doing those things I was doing before. And then he says, remember and repent and do the works you did at first. Get back up and keep going.
Right.
And so, and I envision this not as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but a circle.
Right.
A circle where we remember and then we repent and then we return and then we
back to
remember and repent and return. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That is okay as long as we get back up. I think that's real important for us to remember those things, and I'm glad that was the word that this church in Ephesus received.
Yeah, and it makes me think of myself. What would God say? I know this and this and this, but this I have against you. It just makes me reflect on just, it's really the internal things that are going on. What would he say?
Right.
About me?
Or about our church or about our community or about our family. Sometimes we can focus on the good nonprofit that we work with. And we say, well, I see what you're doing with that nonprofit. Good job. I do have this against you,
Yeah.
And so I do think that is good for us to look and realize, because God knows.
Right.
I've lived long enough now to know that some people feel like God is, that we used to have that little song, be careful, the Father up above is looking down with love, like be careful what you say, like he has a switch in his hand. But he doesn't have a switch in his hand, he's looking down with love.
Right.
But this is for our good. And if we go too long without remembering, we're going to travel too far down the path. I think that our life is a lot more like an airplane where you don't have a road and then you turn right. As I understand a pilot, he's making little tiny corrections trying to keep on his line that he's following. And so he's not making 90-degree turns. He's making 1-degree turns because he's remembered. And that's what we want, is to keep that remembering and repenting and returning. And I think that's a good cycle for us to remember.
Thanks for listening and journeying with us on this side of the ceiling. See you next time.